Right, Monday, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Memorial Night going into tomorrow and just for the future in general. You go ahead and look at the radar right now. Look at this. You may see something different. No rain is falling inside of South Carolina right now, and that's because the cap inside the environment, did not kind of there was too much cap. That's what I'm trying to say. There was too much cap inside the environment, and just that moisture just cannot get into the environment today. We have prime things in place. We have the dew points in the upper 60s. We have the high temperatures. We have the Cape. We have pretty much all of that, but it just it just could not get it done today, and that was honestly, I know a lot of people like storms and all that kind of stuff, so a bummer for them. But for the people that don't want storms, that's a good thing for y'all because not a lot happened. Now, there still will be, I think, a couple of showers and storms possible going all the way for like the low country of South Carolina for sure. And you're definitely going to have to watch out for some storms still inside that region as well. Let's go ahead and look at the entire United States. We do have severe thunderstorm watches down here for portions of Georgia, going into the panhandle of Florida and southeastern Alabama, as well as a lot of Texas. Dallas is getting a severe storm right now. Same thing, Fort Worth. Houston under severe thunderstorm watch. Dallas, Fort Worth, severe thunderstorm watch. San Antonio, severe thunderstorm watch. I think Austin. I'm not sure if Austin's in it or not. We did have a severe thunderstorm watch up here to the northeast, but that threat is done. We had have a bunch of damage inside of New York State. We do have some rain off the coast of the mid Atlantic, still some lingering rain over here inside of the northeast, as well as having some rain all the way up into the Great Lakes region and the northern portion of the U.S., as well as we have some showers over here inside of the southwest as well. Turn on the winter weather precipitation rates again, just rain. We even have some severe storms over inside Canada, and even a tornado formed inside of Canada as well. Here's our cloud cover right now. Cloud cover right now. Just have some clouds pretty much from Columbia, Augusta, and Charleston, as well as Myrtle Beach and Florence as well. That does come. That there's not a lot of cloud cover going up into the upstate of South Carolina. It's really just the Columbia, Savannah, Augusta regions around there, Beaufort, Hilton Head, Allendale as well. Charleston getting some light clouds, and Myrtle Beach some spotty clouds. Same thing with Florence, but maybe clear. And then Greenville, Spartanburg seeing some clear conditions right now. So it just really just depends on where you are inside the state. If we go ahead and continue to push this forward, though, cloud cover will build more as we go into the night, especially for the low country PD and the Midlands of South Carolina. The upstate of South Carolina as well will start to be a bit clearer. And then look at the cloud cover trying its best to try and push off. And as we get into tomorrow, kind of like tomorrow around 12 p.m. or so, look at this, barely any clouds. So it's going to be a nice sunny day tomorrow. Maybe obviously there will be some clouds tomorrow, but they're going to be very light. So that is a nice relief after all of these days of severe weather. Current temperatures 80 inside of Columbia and Charleston, 82 inside Savannah, 79 in Myrtle Beach, 79 in Augusta, same things, 80 inside of Rock Hill, as well as 86 in Florence, 84 Sumter, Bishopville, and same thing for Bennettsville as well. Low temperatures for tonight, 70 in Columbia, 75 in Charleston, 70 in Georgetown, 72 in Myrtle Beach, 70 in Dillon and Florence, 66 in Rock Hill, 66 in Spartanburg, 65 in Greenville and Anderson as well. Forecasted precipitation for the next 24 or so hours, around a good half an inch to an inch possible for Moncks Corner, Charleston, Walterboro, and Hilton Head for the next 24 or so hours. Same thing with Myrtle Beach. Maybe even a quarter of an inch possible for Orangeburg and Kingstree as well. Everyone else from Columbia, Florence, Dillon, Bartonwell, Newbury, Lawrence, and Greenwood around a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch. SPC outlook for today or for tonight. We still do have a slight risk of severe weather for the low country of South Carolina going to Georgetown County as well, and Williamsburg County, I believe that is. That does come with pretty much, let's go ahead and check it out, still a 15% risk of damaging winds and a 15% risk of damaging hail in the entire state, still under that marginal risk. So the SPC is still confident that we could still maintain the slight risk going into like the low country and a marginal risk for the entire state. That's a really risky, not risky like, oh, like something bad's gonna happen, but like risky as in terms of like that means they still have some confidence that something's still gonna start brewing. So we'll see what happens with that. Tomorrow, we're all good for tomorrow. We actually did have a TSTM for tomorrow, but I guess they got rid of it. That's the only thing I can think of. Here is Wednesday. Wednesday, we are just the southern tip of South Carolina under a TSTM right now, and then nothing for days 4 through 8. So we're good on that front. Excessive rainfall wise, going ahead and zoom our way in. We do have a day 1 still for tonight, pretty much for the coastal plains going from Charleston, North Charleston, Mount Pleasant, all the way up into Augusta. Tomorrow, nothing. Same thing for Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So we're looking good all of those days. And no tropical activity is expected within the next 2 days, and no activity is forecasted for the next 7 days. Here's the GFS model, so let's go ahead and talk about the future. So let's go ahead and turn this forward. Once we continue to push this forward, you can see there goes that system up there inside the northeast moving out. There goes our system moving out, and we're going to have some nice weather for the next couple of days. Maybe a couple of showers potentially going into like the later portion of May, maybe the last day of May. But then as we get into like June 1st, June 2nd, like we're doing still pretty good. But then once we get to June 3rd and 4th, and maybe even the 5th as well, that's where we're going to have to watch out potentially for some more severe weather, especially the 5th and the 6th. I'm watching those days because those could be pretty interesting severe weather days. Maybe even the 8th, June the 8th as well. Potentially in like the later portions of the day, not really the morning or afternoon. And then than that, everything else is a bit too far out to talk about. So again, just another bit of a highlight. Just next couple of days could be some scattered showers, but not much. Our next big system is probably going to be like in like June the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. And then as we get into even like the 8th, it could also be pretty bad. And then our next system after that probably around June the 12th as well. So let's go ahead and talk to our audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can. Not much today, just a couple of chats, maybe 2. And so this will be a fast audience talk. So thanks for the 2 people that are in there right now. Right now, my Nana says, hello, Jet, miss you today. Yes. Did not call her today. I think, honestly, I was doing a lot of stuff today, so I don't know what was going on. And then good evening, Joseph. We really appreciate you and support you 100%. Thank you so much for that. So let's go ahead and do our San Antonio forecast. You probably have already seen, but you are under a severe thunderstorm watch last time I checked. So let me go ahead and let's go ahead and go back as well. So we're going to go down to San Antonio. Yep, you are under a severe thunderstorm watch. Looks like right now, just some precipitation potentially over you. I don't know why I went to that one. Yeah, no precipitation over you right now. But we're going to go ahead and show on the models and see what they show. And also, in terms of severe weather as well, I do want to talk about that a little bit. So I just want to get it opened up before we go ahead and start. So there's that is. All right. So let's go ahead and show off the 18Z and see what that shows. So pushing this forward, you go through, you continue it, and you look fine for right now. But there are some storms that around 11 o'clock that will be pushing in from your northwest. Actually, this is the 28th. Let me go back to the 27th. Yeah, here's the 27th. Look at this, though. You do have a couple of storms, but it looks like not a lot of them will reach you. So you may be under this severe thunderstorm watch, and nothing may happen at all. There's a good chance that could happen as well. But I guess this is kind of just like a precautionary severe thunderstorm watch, just in case if something happened. But as of now, the models really aren't showing anything going even close to San Antonio. So I mean, we'll see what happens. So you may be in luck. I mean, nothing going to tomorrow as well. And then the only thing that I see is tomorrow, not tomorrow, but I think this is Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday at around 12 a.m. We're going to be having some showers move through the area that could last a pretty long time. Not really, maybe like an hour or so, just some light rain. But then look at this, 4 a.m. on Wednesday. You may have a huge downpour going over the city at that point. Maybe even at 5, 6, maybe even 7 a.m. as well. So you're going to have to watch out for some downpours going through for early Wednesday morning around like 4 to 6 a.m., 3 to 6 a.m. around there. And that's all that I have in terms of that. So let's go ahead and show off our temperatures. So if we go ahead and go over to the temperature wise, here we go. So you see this little blue thing loading at the top. It's going through. Once we go through to the 18Z, I don't know why it switched back to the 0Z. But here is starting off around 9 p.m. Right now it says 95. That's probably going to update and be something a little bit different. We'll see. Yeah, 100 at 3 o'clock today. So I know it was hot out there today. As we go into tonight, though, lows around 78. And as we go into tomorrow highs around 100, maybe 101. And then as we go into tomorrow night, look at that. Very, very cooler conditions will be coming through. And look at that, lows around 68 going into your Tuesday night. And as we go into 2 p.m. on May the 29th, it's going to be only 83. So you see this, look at this. This is another cold front. This is another great example of a cold front. We talked about this over here in San Antonio the other day. And there it goes, look at this. 3 a.m. it's going to be 79 degrees, but watch this. 5 a.m. it's going to be down to 69 and then down to 68. So it's going to be a bit of a cool down going in for your Wednesday and potentially your Thursday as well. Still going to be very hot, like down here, like Mexico, still like 90 degrees, maybe even 100 in some spots. But other than that, even down here inside like southwestern Arizona, southeastern California, 95, somewhere around there near Raleigh, San Diego. Mesa, Arizona as well. So it's still going to be pretty hot down there, even in Florida as well. Looking down here near Miami, 87. Same thing up here in Tampa, 98. So it's going to be, the heat's kind of switched from Texas, from Central Texas. Southern Texas is still going to be pretty hot, but it's going to go over towards New Orleans, Southern Mississippi, Southern Alabama, and Florida as well. So it's going to be kind of transitioning from Texas to Florida still. So we'll see what happens. And it's still going to be pretty hot here inside, at least for South Carolina standards. Highs around 85. To us, that's probably hot. But that's pretty much all I have. Let's go ahead and read. I see 2 more chats. All right, it says that would be a blessing. I need the rain. Yes. I know people's water bills over there is probably really high. And then we have Hi Joseph, and that's pretty much it. So, we're going to zoom out. I'm going to show back the radar. I don't see anything else. So, if we don't have any more questions, any comments, concerns, constructive criticism, anything like that, we're going to go ahead and head on out. So, hopefully everyone had a fantastic Memorial Day. It's a great day to, go out, get some, well, I mean, it's not really a day anymore, but, maybe get some grilled food, get some, do some barbecue stuff that you may want on, like, a Memorial Day, 4th of July, kind of like a cookout, But that's all that I have. So, hopefully everyone has a fantastic Memorial night, and I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock a.m. with another forecast update. Make sure as well that you guys hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the share button as well. So that, that's all I have. Fantastic. Hey, yeah.